What's up, everyone? You got Max here from With Wars to the Woods. Today we're going to be doing a review on Boss stabilizers. So I found them. I'm trying to do a budget target build, whole target bow build with staying relatively cheap, right? So I was looking at stabilizers. I ended up going with Boss stabilizers. I saw some recommendations on Facebook. So today we're going to unbox or open up the bag that they came in and do a little review on them, compare them to some of the Shrewd stuff that I have, and maybe a bee stinger bar here and there. First, if you like this video, I appreciate the like and subscribe. I'll try to get some more content coming your guys' way with stuff that I've used, stuff that I like, and trying to stay within a good price range. So without further ado, let's get into the Boss stabilizer review. Alright, so first off, I found Boss stabilizers through some Facebook comment. Someone was looking for stabilizers and someone said, oh, go with Boss stabilizers, great reviews. I ended up looking online and like I said, I was trying to build this for a target build. So I looked at what they had online. I went with a 30-inch front bar and a 12-inch back bar with a bunch of different weights. Along with that, I had someone who was selling a Shrewd Onyx. So a 30-inch bar right here, Shrewd Onyx. And I got this for a really good price. So I ended up contacting Carl Stanley at Boss Stabilizers and asked if he wouldn't mind swapping out the 30-inch bar with like a 10-inch bar so I can throw them on my hunting setup, because I had already gotten the bars for the target bow. So I emailed him. He said it was no problem at all. Within a couple days he had it swapped out and the package on the way. They're based out of Ohio, so local, or I say local, but U.S. company. Handwritten address or label right there. So just means that, you know, it's a small business, and especially with the COVID times, trying to help out small businesses. From what I saw on Facebook, their reviews were all really good. Outside of that, I didn't see any negative things. They looked good online. There's minimal information on the website about each bar, along with like not a whole lot of pictures. The pictures are just with the colors, but hey, it is what it is. So we're going to do a nice opening here. I'm going to be throwing these bars onto my Traverse, and I've got a Shrewd Atlas mount for the back bar. So that's what I'm going to be throwing these onto. So let's check it out. Not too bad. Let's get rid of that. So first impression right out of the box, these are light. Carbon bars. I went with green. You'll see that my Traverse is kind of a red and white scheme right now, but I'm going to change that up to flow green. I just like the green. So along with pretty much everyone else that's into archery. So we'll see. But right out of the box, so I ordered a 10-inch. Again, I ordered originally a 12-inch with some 1.5 ounce weights, a couple packs of 4.5 ounce weights, because I wasn't really sure how much I was going to need to balance out that front and the back bar being on a target bow. So I probably have more than enough for what we need for this hunting rig. I also bought an offset, so it's a 1-inch 10-degree offset for the front, because right now I've been running a 6-inch Hoyt, just cheap hunting bar on the front of my Traverse. So again, I had ordered a 30-inch bar, swapped it out with a 10 just by email, and really no issues. So let's open these up. Let's go ahead and cut this tape off of here. Looks like each bar comes with a nice little decal with their logo. So these are the Pro Qualifier bars. They have Pro Hunters, Pro Qualifiers, and a couple others that they have. But each bar came with a nice little sticker, so that's cool. We got some stabilizers here, or some weights here. And they all come with a 1.5 ounce weight on the front. So for the Pro Qualifiers, I think the Pro Hunters come with a 1 ounce weight. But yeah. So right away, these look pretty high quality. I mean, let's try to clear this up. But I like the flow green. It's carbon wrapped. It's actually pretty light. Here's the Shrewd Onyx for comparison. So it's a little bit wider. It's a little bit more in diameter than the Onyx, but still, it's not as big as I kind of thought they would be coming right out of the box. The website doesn't actually show what the diameter is, and I don't have a micrometer right now to really check, but it's not too much bigger than this Onyx, so not bad. I want to check. You know, these weights, they said, are 1.5 ounces. So let's check the tolerances on these weights. You know, being a homemade company, U.S. company based out of, I'm assuming, somebody's house. I'm not sure if they have a factory or not, but, you know, it looks like it's kind of some homemade, some home packaging and stuff. So we're going to check the scale real quick. Let's see if these are actually 1 ounce weights or 1.5. So this one is 1.54. This one is 1.528, so 1.53. Check the tolerances on these, see how close they are. We got 1.51. These look like they have some paint on them too, so or maybe some powder coating. This is 1.50. 1.50. So they seem like they're pretty close tolerances. Again, for what you're spending, just for, so you're tracking the 30-inch bar for these. Again, I didn't buy it, but that's what I had ordered originally. Was $107. So really, that's not bad at all, considering this Shrewd is like a $230 bar. So paying $107, basically half, 50% of like a name brand bar for something that's, you know, made in the U.S. Seems pretty good, especially with these tolerances being as close as they are. So the Pro Qualifier 12-inch is 3.25 ounces out of the box. It says just the bare weight. So let's just see if we can get a decent read on what this is. It's not gonna work on this. Let's try like a food scale. This might work. It's a little bit bigger. Throw this on there. So we got 4 ounces is what this 12-inch is showing, so maybe a little bit off. I could be a little different based on me using a food scale. It might not be accurate. And this 10-inch bar is supposed to be about 3 ounces, and we're at 3.6 here, so not too bad. Not too bad at all. Open up the rest of these weights because I ordered some 4.5 ounce stacks. So the 4.5 ounce stacks come put together. So let's see what these are. The 1.5s were pretty spot on. These are 4.5, so let's just give it a little try. See what we got here. It says overload. I guess this scale is not going to work for that, so let's try this food scale again and see what kind of see what we're working with here. If I can get this to zero out, there we go. So we're at 4.3 for this stack. These are just some more 1.5 ounce weights. Let's check the other stack. So this stack is 4.3. This one is also 4.3. So at least the tolerances are pretty low, right? It might not be exactly 4 or 5. My scale could also be a little bit off, but it's just a food scale. My other one is not seeming to be working just properly, so that's all right though. Let's go ahead and throw these on the Traverse and see how they work, see how they look. All right, so this is that Hoyt that I was talking about before. It was just like super cheap. I think it was on sale for like 40 or 50 bucks when I set up this bow. But it's just a little 6-inch bar with some dampeners and not a lot of weight on the end. So I want to try to get a little more stability out of it, which is why I'm swapping and putting some different bars on. I've also been running a back bar on my target bow, so I want to, you know, try to mirror as much as I can with that stability that's been going on there. So let's go ahead and throw this this bar on the front. Comes with a quick disconnect, which is pretty convenient. Get in there nice and tight. All right. Let's go ahead and we'll do the 12 on the front first and just kind of see how that goes. Let's go ahead. I've got the one for the back. Really well built. There's not really a lot of movement at all with any of these, so really seems really well done. Let's go ahead and throw some of these weights on, and we'll just start with like a 2 on the front, and we'll go with maybe a 6 on the back, and just kind of see where we're at and how it feels. It'd be easier if I just pop this out of here. Throw one more on the back. So now we're at about 6.5 on the back, 4 in the front, and seems all right so far. Really, with just the weights I have on there, I haven't done any messing around, but it looks like it's sitting right level. Not a lot of pressure in the hands. It's moving a little bit, so maybe I need to bring this bar in just a tad on the Shrewd. But the good thing about that is I can really sit there and dial it in and mess with it. I live in base housing, so I'm not going to be able to shoot too much further than about 10 yards. I'll probably go out to the range tonight and put some arrows through it and see how it goes. But yeah, overall impression, overall impression of the Boss stabilizers. I think they seem pretty good for what you're paying for. You know, we're gonna test them out tonight and use them this season and see how it goes. If you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, wait for the next one. You guys have a good one.